I'm in the mood for food. I'm in the mood for food.
Meat lovers of the world, get ready because this is the diet for you. It's called the Dukan Diet and it promises super quick results.
Feed me, feed me, feed me till I'm fit to burst.
Susie, the Dukan Diet's really taken the world by storm. Where's it come from?
It came from a French medical doctor, Pierre Dukan, who has sold 11 million copies of this diet worldwide and very popular with celebrities, people like Kate Middleton, Jennifer Lopez, because it gets quite rapid weight loss results if you can stick to the strictness of the diet.
That's right, and part of that strictness is protein, but it's not all that, is it?
Now, there's an acute phase where you really concentrate on protein-rich foods primarily. So, no-fat dairy food, meats, fish for an extended period of time to get a rapid initial weight loss. And then there's several phases following that so people can get long-term results.
And about 100 foods I'm grateful to hear.
So phase 1 of the Dukan diet is the attack phase. So this is quite a strict 10-day program where you really eliminate most food groups with the exception of your protein-rich foods. So your lean meats, your chicken, your fish, some non-fat dairy, so some cottage cheese, some yogurt, and your eggs. Now, in addition to this, you can have 1.5 litres of water at least per day, some oat bran to keep the bowels moving, maybe some plain tea, some plain coffee, but all in all, it's a fairly strict phase of this diet.
I think I'd struggle with this, but there are benefits, right, in weight loss?
There are benefits because it's so strict, because it's eliminating all of the carbohydrate-rich foods. You can expect weight losses between 4 up to 6, even 10 kilos for a bigger person, and hence the appealing nature of this diet. So the second phase of the Dukan diet is what we call the cruise phase, which is where we alternate pure protein days with days of low carbohydrate vegetables. So things like our leafy greens, our salad vegetables, and have a whole day of protein followed by a day of protein and the vegetables through that phase.
Okay, how long does this last for?
The cruise phase of the diet is recommended to go for as long as it takes you to reach your goal weight. So if it takes 5 weeks to do it, it takes 5 weeks. If it takes 5 months, and then you can alternate depending on the amount of time.
Phase 3, we're getting there, the consolidation phase. So what does it mean?
Phase 3 of the diet includes all of the foods we had in the initial 2 phases, so all of the free vegetables, the low carbohydrate veggies, and of course the protein foods. And in addition to that, you can reintroduce some fibre-rich wholemeal bread, 2 slices a day, a single serve of cheese each day, which is important because all of the dairy previously has had to be no-fat dairy, and then a single piece of fruit, which of course is a great source of fibre and of course for antioxidants and minerals that we all need.
It seems so tough and there are so many rules. Do we get a break by now?
The great news about this phase of the diet is that yes, you get 1 to 2 starchy meals per week, which means you could enjoy a restaurant meal or some pasta, and then in addition to that 1 to 2 celebration meals, which might be of course some birthday cake or special occasions, which of course are a normal part of day-to-day life. So stage 4 of the Dukan diet is what we call the stabilisation phase and can be quite challenging, has several key aspects. The first is that you need to have a protein-only day once a week, and it's recommended to be Thursday before the weekend. Then it's about adding 3 tablespoons of oat bran into the diet every day to make sure you have regular bowel function, clearing out wastes and toxins.
Okay.
At least a 20-minute walk every day, and very important with our sedentary lifestyles, and then making sure that you look for opportunities to move. So always taking the stairs instead of the lift or the elevator, which of course in modern life is very, very difficult.
It sounds easier, but I guess the last phase could be the toughest because this is the forever part, right?
This is making sustainable lifestyle change and sticking to the rules quite strictly over time. And unfortunately, from the research we have, over a period of 4 years, 80% of people who have lost weight using this approach do regain it. So it does still require that commitment to long-term behavioural change.
And a lot of discipline.
Absolutely, you know, every single week having that protein-only day, always looking for opportunities to exercise, and that can be very difficult in modern lives.
I must say this looks pretty good after all of that meat in the diet. Now, meat comes with side effects. Tell us about the cons.
Well, some of the issues around the Dukan diet, of course, is the high meat content is linked to increased cholesterol levels long term, particularly for those at risk of heart disease, gout, and then on a day-to-day basis, constipation because of the very low vegetable content. And perhaps the biggest of all for me as a nutritionist is it a sustainable model long term?
Okay, short term though, there are benefits.
Absolutely, because you get that initial weight loss, and we know from weight loss research that if you get initial weight loss, it can be motivating to continue, but long term perhaps not as good results when people do go off the diet. Okay.
Feed me, feed me, feed me till I'm fit to burst.
I know some meat-loving, beefy blokes who would love this diet. In fact, I reckon they'd do the protein phase every day of the year if they could. But for me, it's not really for me. I'm more of a fruit and veg kind of a girl.
I'm in the mood